ตัวละคร พฤติกรรม สถานที่ หน่วยงาน วิชาชีพ และเหตุการณ์ต่างๆในซีรีส์เรื่องนี้เป็นเรื่องสมมุติที่สร้างขึ้นเพื่อความบันเทิงเท่านั้นโดยมิได้มีเจตนาชี้นำหรือส่งเสริมการกระทำใดๆที่เกิดขึ้นในเรื่องโปรดใช้วิจารณญาณในการรับชม
Hello viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel Rocks Entertainment. Today we review the episode of Girl Rule, episode 4. In episode 4 of Girl Rule began with a shift and tone. What once felt like a fun and controlled situation is now slowly turning emotional and complicated. The rules that he characters once created to protect themselves are now becoming harder to follow. Because feelings don't follow rules, the main characters are no longer just playing a game of boundary. They are getting emotionally involved, even if they don't want to admit it. There is a tension in every interaction. Silence feels louder, eye contact feels deeper, and small moments feel meaningful. As they start of the episode, the characters try to act normal. They pretend nothing has changed, no feelings are involved, everything is still under control, but their actions reveal the truth. One character starts feeling jealous when the other gets close to someone else. This jealousy is new, unexpected, and confusing. They try to hide it, but it shows through slight irritation, awkward behavior, emotional reaction to small things. This shows a key themes of the episode, feeling a fear before we are ready to accept them. As the feeling grows stronger, so does the emotional distance. One character starts falling away, not because they don't care, but because they are scared. Scared of breaking the rule, getting hurt, losing control. Meanwhile, the other characters become more curious. They begin to question, why are things changing? Why does it feel different now? This creates a push and pull dynamic. One moves closer, the other step back. A key moment in episode 4 comes during a shared situation like a group outing, event, or unexpected encounter. This moment forces the characters to spend time together, and during this time they laugh, they connect, they forget the rule, even if just for a moment. This is where real emotions start showing. There is a scene where one character looks at the other differently. A simple moment becomes emotionally intense. This is not love yet, but it is no longer just friendship. As the episode continues, the internal conflict becomes stronger. The main struggle is clear: follow the rule or follow the heart. The rules were created for a reason. They avoid complication, to protect feeling, to keep things simple. But now nothing feels simple anymore. One character starts questioning the rule themselves. Why cannot we feel that we feel? In episode 4, focus heavily on emotional growth. Characters begin to understand their own feeling. They start recognizing what matters to them. They slowly accept that something is changing. This growth is not loud or dramatic. It is a quiet, subtle, and realistic. The most powerful moment comes when emotion can no longer be hidden. There is a scene where one character almost confesses or expresses feeling indirectly. The tension is high, words are incomplete, emotions are visible. It's a moment where everything could change but doesn't fully happen. And what's that's make it's emotional. After getting emotional close, something changed. One character decides to step back again because getting closer made things too real. This creates confusion. Why get close and then pull away? Why show feeling and then hide them? This moment showed the fear behind emotion. The episode ends with an emotional realizations. The rules are still there, but they are slowly breaking. Their characters are now aware something has changed between them. Even if they don't say it, they feel it. Episode 4 of Girls Rule is all about emotional awakening, denial with acceptance, the beginning of something deeper. It shows feeling cannot be controlled by rule. The heart doesn't follow logic, and sometimes the strongest connection start quietly. If you enjoy slow burn romance, emotional tension, realistic characters development, then this episode will definitely keep you engaged. Because in Girl Lose, the most dangerous rule is the one that says don't fall in love. Episode 4 begins with a quiet but noticeable emotional shift. What once felt like a light-hearted arrangement between the characters is now turning point something deeper and more complicated. The rules that were created earlier meant to prevent emotional attachment are still there, but their strength is fading. The characters are trying to follow them, but their action revolves something else. There is a strange tension in the air. Conversation feel heavier, silence feel louder, and simple interaction carry emotional meaning. This episode focuses on one central idea: you can create rule for your actions, but not for your feeling. From the very beginning, it's clear that something has changed. The connection between the character is no longer causal; it is evolving. As the episode progresses, the emotional tone becomes more intense. Previously, the characters were compatible with each other. They had an understanding, everything was clear and controlled. But now their behavior is inconsistent. Their reactions are unpredictable and their emotions are confusing. One character begins to feel something unfamiliar, jealousy. It starts subtly, a small reaction when the other person talks to someone else, a slight discomfort when they laugh with someone else, a quiet feeling of being replaced. This jealousy is important because it signals emotional attachment. At first, the characters try to ignore it. They tell themselves this is nothing, it doesn't mean anything. But deep down, they know it's not true. Despite these emotions, both characters remain in denial. They continue to act as if nothing has changed. They remind themselves of the rule: no falling in love, no emotional dependency, no expectation. These rules were supposed to protect them, but now they are becoming a barrier. The characters start to feel trapped between what they agreed on and what they actually feel. This creates internal conflict. They want to stay in control, but their emotions are slowly taking over. One of the most powerful elements of this episode is the push and pull dynamic between the main character. One move closer emotionally, the other pull away. The one moving closer become more often try to understand the connection, start to question the rule. The one pulling away become distant, avoid deep conversation, tries to maintain control. This imbalance creates tension and emotional uncertainty. Every interaction feels like a test. Will they get closer or will they drift apart? Episode 4 doesn't rely on big dramatic scene. Instead, it builds a story through small, meaningful moments. For example, a sheer smile that lasts a little longer than usual, a moment of eye contact that feels intense, a casual conversation that suddenly becomes personal. These moments may seem small, but they carry emotional weight. They show how relationships evolve naturally. Midway through the episode, there is a key scene that changes everything. The characters are placed in a situation where they have to spend time together, possibly a group setting, outing, or unexpected encounter. At first, everything seems normal, but slowly they start to enjoy each other's presence more. They laugh naturally, they forget about the rule. This is the moment where their connection feels real. One character looks at the other differently, not as a friend, but as someone important. Even without words, the emotional shift is clear. After this moment, the character began to realize that something is different. They may not fully understand, but they feel it. They start asking themselves, why does this person matter more now? Why do I care about what they do? What does it hurt when they ignore me? These questions mark the beginning of emotional awareness. As the feeling grows stronger, fear began to take over, fear of losing control, breaking the rule, getting hurt, running the relationship. This fear causes one character to step back. Even though they feel something, they choose to distance themselves. This creates for the other characters. In episode 4 of Girls' Rule is not about big drama, it's about quiet emotions, subtle changes, realistic relationship. It shows that love doesn't start with a confession, it starts with a feeling. If you enjoy slow burn romance, emotional storytelling, realistic character development, then this episode is worth watching because in Girl Rule, the hardest rule to follow is don't fall in love. As we reach the end of this episode, one thing becomes very clear. The story is not just about rule, but about emotion that slowly break these rules. Girls' Rule beautifully show how feeling grow quietly without permission and how difficult and is to control the heart once it starts to care. If you truly enjoy dramas that focus on deep emotion, realistic relationship, and slow burn romance, then this series is definitely worth your time. It's not just entertaining, but also meaningful because it reflects real life situation where people struggle between what they feel and what they think is right. This episode leaves us with a question, emotion, and a strong desire to see what happens next. Will they accept their feeling or will they keep hiding behind the rule? If you like this review, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more amazing dramas, reviews and emotional storytelling. Your support means everything and keep us motivated to bring more content like this. Stay connected and see you in the next episode. Thanks.